the element Z is equal to 107. This is atomic number. Have been made recently. Have been made recently. Indicate the group in which you will place them. That means they're asking the group number, right? You have to find what? You just have to find the group number from the electronic configuration. So please start doing this. First of all, write the electronic configuration, okay? And then assign the period number. And once you have got the period number, according to that period number, you will assign the group number. When you have S, then it is the valence electron, P, 10 plus valence electron, D, the electron in N, S and N minus 1, D, and F, it is always in the third group. Okay, Devangi and Fad, I've got yours answer. Hiram and Aisha waiting for you guys. I think that is correct. Waiting for Aisha and Hiram. Please send the answers fast. Fatima is also here, right? Fatima, you have also not sent the answer. Okay, Aisha is not here. Aisha also always get disconnected. I don't know what is the problem. What happened, Iram and Fatima? Fatima, what happened? Doing it? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What? अब बताइए आप 107 का कैसे लिखिएगा?
यस सर, मैम ने ये कहा था कि आप लिख के नहीं आ सकते नोबल गैस से।
मैम को बोलिए हम तो लिखेंगे, आप एनसीईआरटी दिखा दीजिए। आप लड़ सकती हैं मैम से? टेल मी दिवांगी।
सर उसको स्टार्टिंग से लिखने का कोई अलग फॉर्मूला होता है?
स्टार्टिंग से लिखने के लिए देखिए आपको बहुत सारी चीजें याद करनी पड़ेंगी, ठीक है ना। और उससे सब जैसे 107 का कैसे लिखिएगा, ठीक है। एंड वेट अ सेकंड, वेट अ सेकंड। कैन यू सी द स्क्रीन?
यस सर।
ठीक है, यहाँ पे देखिए। कैन यू सी दैट द इलेक्ट्रॉनिक कॉन्फ़िगरेशन ऑफ एलिमेंट सोडियम, it is 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s1, okay, till argon it is, argon का क्या है, 1s2 2s2 2p6 3s2 3p6, follow exactly the same pattern as the element from ethane to ethane. This process can be simplified if we represent the total number of electrons in the first two shell by the name of element neon. This is what we are doing now. We are representing the electronic configuration by noble gas, correct?
यस सर।
Okay, then you can see the electronic configuration of element from sodium to argon can be written as, सोडियम का क्या लिखा है उन्होंने, नियॉन 3s1, आर्गन का नियॉन 3s2 3p6. The electrons completely filled cells are known as core electrons and these electrons are added valence electron. For example, so you can see that NCERT is telling you that you can write it like this, right? Yes or no?
यस सर।
Okay, आप जाइएगा, देखिए पेज नंबर है 64, ठीक है।
ओके सर।
So want to show something else, और भी रहता है। अब ये बताइए आप, if you will not know how to write from normal gas configuration, then how will you write? See this question here. In question also they are saying which atoms are indicated by the following configuration, and the configuration that you see here is helium 2s1, neon 3s2 3p3, argon 4s2 3d1, right? So all of these are based on the noble gas, yes or no? 2.2.
यस सर।
If your ma'am is saying that we You cannot write that. That means you don't have to know it. If you don't have to know it, then how will you write the answer for this question? Okay. Similarly, I don't think I have more examples.
Sir, actually, ma'am said that we have to know this noble gas configuration also, and they will give it in the questions, but in answers in our exams, we have to write the full configuration.
हाँ है यार, ये एकदम ही मतलब वो नहीं, वो भी हमने सिखाया है, ठीक है, लाइक मतलब उसका भी हमने ट्रिक भी बताया है। आई थिंक दिस गाइस विल रिमेम्बर। लेकिन हम ये बोल रहे हैं दिस इज मोर एलिगेंट, आप इसी पे ज्यादा फोकस कीजिएगा। आप जब सेकेंड चैप्टर के लेक्चर्स पढ़ते रहिएगा ना, उसमें हमने सिखाया है कि आपको वो भी कैसे लिखना है, फुल वाला, ठीक है?
Okay, sir.
ओके फाइन, व्हाट हैपेंड? Fatima is saying, can I do it in this way? Wait a second, Fatima. Oh my God. Fatima, don't you think that noble gas one, in that you have to apply your brain. Here you have to write all of these things.
Sir, we have been taught this way before.
I know you must have been taught this way. You can write it. So what is your conclusion? Which group?
I forgot how to find it.
No, you have to look back. Look at the notes. It is there now. You can look back. Also, this is not a question that I am giving you. Okay, this is present in NCERT. So if you have such a large number, then the noble gas configuration is only going to help you. Please practice that. Otherwise, you know, Devangi, you did with noble gas configuration, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, Fahad, you also did. Now they sent me answer 8 minutes before you. Okay. So you see how large difference there is. So please try to get acquainted with.
I did it a long time ago, but I just didn't know how to find the group.
Didn't know how to. You have to look back then. No? Iram also correct. I did not see Iram your message, by the way. I just saw it. So this will be, I think, what, read on, no? Let me see. I think Iram has done it right. This will be read on, and after that we will have 7s2, 5f14, and 65. आपने स्कूल में वो देवांगी ऐसे लिख के दिखा दिया जाएगा, या फिर आप पूछने गई थी मैम से?
सर, मैम ने किसी और बच्चे को बुलाया था बोर्ड पे लिखने के लिए, और इतने बड़े बड़े नंबर्स का वो फुल कॉन्फ़िगरेशन लिख रहे थे।
अरे बाप रे बाप। मैम पढ़ाती हैं, कैसा लगता है आपको? समझ में आता है?
नो सर।
हाँ, तो वो वही लोग ये सब करवाते हैं, बेकार में ही केमिस्ट्री को डिफिकल्ट कराने की, मतलब कुछ कोई नहीं यूज करता है ये सारी चीजें ना। आपने देखा एनसीईआरटी भी नहीं यूज करती है। हीलियम के बाद आपके पास लिथियम आता है, लिथियम के लिए भी उन्होंने हीलियम का हेल्प लेके बनाया हुआ है। क्या ही बोले अब हम। ब्लॉक इज डी ब्लॉक, एंड देन द ग्रुप नंबर विल बी, बिकॉज इट इज डी ब्लॉक, इट विल बी 2 + 5, is 7th group. Okay, so 107 ये जो है बोरियम, नील्स बोर के नाम पे रखा गया, named as borium, but if you get the IUPAC name, this will be unnil septium, I think. Here, let's move on. So in the last class we learned that there are periods, and we have first period, second period, third period, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh period in our periodic table. And all of these period, they represent the shell number. So I will write in bracket n. And in each of these period, we have some orbitals which are being filled. Okay, so orbitals filled. ना जो शेल के अंदर जो घर होता है ना, शेल इज योर स्ट्रीट एंड उसके अंदर whatever homes you have, that is your orbitals, right? The suborbitals. So and then there will be the number of elements in each of them. Number of elements. You can guess about the number of elements by looking at the maximum number of electrons that can be filled in the orbital. For example, in our first period, we fill only one s2, the 1s orbital, and in the s orbital we can have only two electrons. That is why we will have just two elements. In the second period, we fill 2s and we fill 2p. So s can hold 2, p can hold 6. So this will be 2 plus 6, which is equal to how many elements? We will have 8 elements. The next, we 3s and 3p. We fill 3s and 3p. Here also 2 plus 6, that is equal to 8 elements. After 3s, we fill 4s and then 3d and then 4p. And here I am going to have 2 plus d can have 10 and p will have again 6, which will be equal to have 18. Then we will have 6s. 4s के बाद we'll have 5s, 4d, 5p. This will be also 2 plus 10 plus 6, which will be equal to 18. After 5s, we'll have 6s, 4f, 5d, 6p. This will be 2 plus f will have 14 plus then 10 and then plus 6. This will be equal to 14 plus 2, 16, 10 plus 6, it will be 16, 32 elements. And last also we'll have 7s, 5f, 6d, and 7p. Here also I am going to have 2 plus 14 plus 10 plus 6, which is equal to 32 elements. Okay, so please write this down. Done, guys? Yes, no, please tell me.
Sir, done.
Okay. So right next. Now we'll learn about the different, we can say now we'll learn about the different blocks. Okay. And with blocks, we'll also learn about the groups. So first of all, write about the groups. And in groups only, we'll divide them into different blocks. Read groups. There are 18 groups. In modern periodic table. And these are clubbed into, just a second. And these are clubbed into four blocks. Depending on the subshell. S or P or D or F, that receives the last electron, that gets the last electron. Okay, so we have further divided each of these groups are clubbed in SP, D, or F. So when first of all, we have the S block. These S block elements are the group 1 and group 2. So you club the group 1 and group 2 elements, you will get the S block. Second, right, P block. The P block elements are from group 13 to group 18. All of these are P block elements. Right, next, the D block. D block elements are from group 3 to group 12. Fourth, F block. F block elements, all of them are in group. So write one S block element. फहद, आपके भी स्कूल में कुछ बोला है क्या इस तरह टीचर ने कि नोबल गैस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन नहीं लिखना है?
Sir, I have no idea.
You have no idea. Okay. What about Iram?
मतलब ऐसा शायद नहीं बोला होगा.
है ना? Iram, what about you?
नहीं, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है, लिख सकते
है ना? Fatima, in your school you can't write with noble gas?
Sir, the teacher never taught us.
अच्छा, teacher never taught you only. But I am saying, देखिए ये पढ़ाना चाहिए टीचर्स को भी, क्योंकि NCERT में you have questions like this, okay? Because if you see the second chapter questions only, then they are saying how will you identify the element which is having this electronic configuration, and that configuration is given as the noble gas configuration. Okay, so you have to know this. S block element. Now in S block element, we will have the outermost electronic configuration as NS, and S can have either one electron or it can have two electrons. So I will write NS1 to 2. First of all, right? It is composed of two groups. Group 1 is also known as alkali metals. Group 2 is also known as alkaline earth metals. Write some remarks. Number 1. These are soft metals. With low melting and boiling points. Next point. They have low ionization enthalpy. Enthalpy is just energy. When we are measuring energy in constant pressure, we call that enthalpy. Energy enthalpy is nothing different. Enthalpy is energy only, and we chemists we do. Okay, दो लोग हैं. Like there are two profession which uses energy word. Okay, so we have the physicists, and physicists, they do everything in a very controlled manner. Okay, so they will have, even if you look at the examples and the word problems in the physics, you will see that assume a frictionless surface, right? So there are these kind of assumptions which are very ideal case, and physicists, they work in a constant volume type of temperature. Okay, sorry, constant volume type of condition. And chemist, we can't have a constant volume, because whenever we are doing reaction, the volume may increase or it may decrease also. But chemists, they have one thing, they have a constant pressure of 1 atmosphere. Most of the things are done in lab, and we have one thing constant, that is constant pressure. So when we measure the energy at constant pressure, that is going to be named as enthalpy. And for physicists, they do the work in constant volume, and that is energy. Okay, so enthalpy is nothing different. It is just energy which is measured in at constant pressure. Okay, right. Ionization enthalpy means the energy required to remove remove the outermost electron. Okay, ionization enthalpy. That means how will you make an ion when after you remove an electron? That is ionization energy. Why it is low and why not it is high, and what are the conditions on which the ionization enthalpy depends? We will talk about it completely in a separate topic, that is ionization enthalpy. We'll be learning about 5 main properties. The first one is the atomic radius, or the size of an atom. Then we will talk about the ionization enthalpy. After that, we will talk about the electronegativity, electron gain enthalpy, and what else? And effective nuclear charge. Okay, so 5 of the things we are going to study for the whole periodic table about groups, periods, and how it is differing, and what is the trend for all of them. Right now, you will write for S block elements in general. What is the property? They're soft and metals with low melting and boiling point. The next property is that they have low ionization enthalpy. Next point. And since we can remove the electron very easily, they are very reactive. So reactiveness, it is only determined by how easily you can remove one electron if it is a metal. And if it is a non-metal, how easily you can add an electron. Okay. So transfer of electrons is simply put a reaction, and that's how the reaction happens. So if a metal is having low ionization enthalpy, if it tends to give the electrons more easily, that is a good metal, it is a very reactive metal. Okay. Then right next, they can easily donate electrons. Third point, they are good reducing agents. Anything which is going to give electrons to someone, it is reducing agent. Okay, what it is doing, it is giving negative things now, so it is reducing agent. Okay, reducing agent, oxidizing agent, they will come once again in your chapter redox reactions. In there we'll explain it more clearly. Again, as this chapter will end, you will have some idea about oxidizing agents and reducing agents also. Just keep writing these on things. I will explain here and there each and every point, because all of these points are going to come once again. Okay. Before I move further on, I want to talk about the concept of valency. I hope you have written all of these points. And you'll just make a box here so that you understand the concept of valency. And we are talking about the primary valency. There are some molecules which will have multiple valency. We are not talking about that. So in general, when you get an element and its atomic number, you can calculate its electronic configuration, right? Once you get the electronic configuration, you can also get the number of valence electron. You can get the valence electron. So valency can be either valence electron or you calculate the value of 8 minus valence electron. Okay, whichever is lower. Is lower is valency. For example, if I talk about calcium 20, then the nearest noble gas before calcium is argon. Argon is third number noble gas, so we'll start with 4, and argon is 18, so 4s2. Now here the valence electron is how much? It is equal to 2, and 8 minus valence electron, it is equal to how much? It is equal to 6, right? So now tell me what will be the valency, 2 or 6?
2.
What will? Very good. The 2 will be your valency. Okay, so this is my valency. Similarly, if you have fluorine, 17, then the nearest noble gas before fluorine is neon. Neon has 10 electrons and it is second, so it will start with 3s2 and 3p, 5. Now here the valence electron, it is equal to 5 plus 2 because both of them are in third shell. The valence shell is 3 and the valence electron is equal to 7. And here 8 minus valence electron, it is equal to what? 8 minus 7, which is equal to 1. So what will be the valency for fluorine? Tell me.
1.
Okay, very good, Devangi. One will be for fluorine. Okay. I hope you have written all of yours. No, please tell me. All of you wrote this?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now write next. Group 1 elements. Okay.
Sir, can you scroll up a bit?
Sure, sure. Up, I've forgotten all the English mnemonics to remember the group. I remember the Hindi one only. Because in this, after this chapter, you will be learning the complete periodic table. Okay, so you will have tricks and you will have mnemonic devices so that you can write the complete periodic table. Complete in the sense not complete F block and all, but majority. I can say you can write at least 80% of the periodic table once we are done with this chapter. Okay. Yes, Fatima, done?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Write the group 1 elements. Okay, so the group 1 elements are hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium, and francium. Just a second, okay. Okay, fine. So we can write the names also. Please write everything, okay? Like you don't have to refer to periodic table. Once this chapter is done, you have to refer the notes of this chapter to get the idea about any element where it is present and where it is not present. So hydrogen. This is lithium. This is sodium. This is potassium. This is rubidium. This is cesium. This is francium. Okay. So hydrogen has the atomic number of 1. देखिए, अब you refer to this particular table here. This one here. Okay. So if you want to go from 1 to 2, you will add here 2. Okay. So lithium will be 2. After that, you will add 8. And you will get what? 11. After that, again, you will add 8, you will get 19. So you have to add here 2, then 8, then 8. After 8, you have to add how much? Tell me. Tell me, guys.
18.
Very good. Okay. See the patterns. Okay. Chemistry is all about patterns here. 37, right? After then, once again 18. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So once again 18, you will add it. You will get what? 55. 55 na? 55. Add once more. Oh, now what will you add? After 18,
32.
you will add. Very good. You will have 32 and you will get what? 87. Okay. देखिए. So you have to remember this also, right? 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32. If you remember this, then you will know the atomic number of each and every element. One more thing that you can see here. Hydrogen is what? Helium, 2s1. Neon, 3s1, right? This will be argon, 4s1. Then next it will be what? Krypton, 5s1. Then you will have xenon, 6s1. Xenon, 6s1. नहीं, हाइड्रोजन क्या हमने गलत लिख दिया? हाइड्रोजन का तो 1s1 होगा, ये यहाँ से स्टार्ट होगा. सॉरी, hydrogen does not have any noble gas before it, so it will be 1s1. Then lithium will start, you'll have 2s1, and for francium at last we'll have radon, 7s1. Okay, and what is common? You can see that all of these, this one here is what? It is the period number, second is period number, third is also period number, fourth is also period number, fifth is also the period number for rubidium, six is the period number of cesium, and 7 is the period number of francium. So we can write the general electronic configuration or the outermost electronic configuration as NS1. For this is what? For the group 1 elements. All of the group 1 elements will have the outermost electronic configuration as NS1. You will have NS1. And what is the valence electron? Valence electron, it is also equal to 1. And the valency is equal to how much? It is also equal to 1. Okay. So group 1 element has 1 electron on its outermost shell. It has the valency, which is also equal to 1. Now, how to remember it? There are 2 ways to remember it. How I initially remembered it was like this: H Linak Rub Kasper. Linak Rub Kasper. There are people who remember it like this also. Hey Lina की रब से फरियाद. Fatima, do you know the meaning of faryad?
No.
No. Do you know meaning of? I don't know. I think isn't Faryad is like kind of Persian? No. Do you know Persian? Fatima?
First, yes, I don't know too much.
Sorry.
So I don't know too much. I don't speak too much Persian.
Acha. Okay, fine. You don't know much. What do you say shout and scream in what is the translation? Do you know? Faryad means to request, by the way, in Hindi Urdu things. But it's like you're asking to a person who is very long away. So you may also shout and scream. I have some English mnemonics, but I have written it. I don't remember it because my mind, it does not speak English too much. So I have things there in my native language. I don't know how to remember it. And
It's okay. I can by heart the elements.
you can buy the elements. Okay. You can also remember like this. Lina Karab Kaswar. No, Devangi, no. We will talk about hydrogen at the end of the chapter. There should
Okay,
be
sir.
keep the hydrogen. Okay. So you can remember it. Lina Karab Kaswar. Okay, I remember it like this only, by the way. Lina Karab Kaswar. Now write the group 2 elements. I hope all of you have written this, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Group 2 elements are alkaline, earth metals. And we start with बेमग का सर बड़ा. Okay, so this is beryllium. We have magnesium. Calcium. Strontium. Barium and radium. Okay, so please remember this beryllium is in the second period. Okay, beryllium is in what? It is in the second period. So beryllium has 4. So you'll not add 2 because you are going from 2 to 3. So from 2 to 3, you will add how much? 12. So this will be what? Sorry, from 2 to 3, you will add 8. So this will be 12. Then again 8, this will be 20. 18 will be 38. Then it will be 56. And then it will be 88. Okay. Please write the electronic configuration also. I remember it like this. बेमग का सर बड़ा. Do you know the meaning of magas, Fatima?
Yeah.
No. What do you say brain in Arabic or Persian? Anyway, tell me. Brain.
In Arabic, it's mokh.
Arabic, what it is in Arabic?
Sir, M-O-K-H.
M-O-K-H. Isn't it akal in Arabic also? No.
Sir, that's in the...
Okay. Like whenever I see the badi kaf, na, this one. So I always think that it is Arabic.
It's both.
Sorry?
It's both of them. It doesn't matter better. Some other countries speak this and some other countries speak the other.
It doesn't have to be, but I think like that. I know it doesn't have to be. Because whatever Urdu is not a language of its own. It has borrowed words from each and every language. Like for example, doctor is also a word in Urdu. And similarly, for example, qalam. So qalam is Arabic, right, Fatima?
Yes.
Qalam is Arabic. Kitab, kitabun. Kitabun will be Arabic, right?
Sir, both.
or al-kitab, right? So both of these words are in Urdu, but they have roots from Arabic. But then again, you have doctor. Then you have rail, for example. Okay, so that is also in Urdu, but they have borrowed it from the English language. And to your surprise, there are words, for example, Devangi, you know what is the meaning of aurat, right?
Yes, sir.
What does it seem? It seems Hindi, right?
Yes, sir.
Purely Hindi, right?
Yes, sir, I guess.
Yes, right. But Fatima, do you know a word in Arabic that is known as aura? AWRAH. But that H is ta matuta. That means it will end it like this.
Sir,
Aura.
I have heard it in somewhere, but I exactly don't know.
Okay, so aura means anything that should be hidden. And the word aurat, that is in Hindi, that comes from the Arabic roots of aura.
Oh yeah, yes, sir. Now I know.
Now you guess. Okay. Fine. So once you are done with this, I hope you have writing these electronic configuration, right? So it will be helium 2s2. Then you will start with neon 3s2, right? And then you will go on. So please start practicing writing this. And then you will write what? You will calculate the number of valence electron. So I may say that here the general electronic configuration will be ns2, where n is the period number or the shell number, and the valence electron will be 2. Valency will also be equal to 2 for all the elements in the group. Fahad, do you remember the groups like this?
The what?
Do you remember the groups, like all the elements in group in one go? याद किया है आपने या नहीं अभी तक?
No.
नहीं, याद कर लीजिए. It will be very helpful. Like if you know the periodic table, you will be very much confident with chemistry. Okay, so be mag ka sar bada. Like if you repeat this 10 times, you will remember it easily. Be mag ka sar bada, be mag ka sar bada. And then association with the names of different elements will be coming with time. But you should be knowing what is this, all of these symbols. Okay, and if you need some sentence type of thing, then you can remember it like this. Be magas. You know what is magas, right, Fahad and Iram? You guys know what is magas? Fahad would know.
Sir, I
नहीं
don't. नहीं.
मगज नहीं पता आपको. मगज इज ब्रेन.
अच्छा, वो मेरे पास है नहीं ना, तो मुझे.
हाँ हाँ, वो नाइस वन, नाइस वन. बेमग का सर बड़ा. बेमगज का सर बड़ा. Okay, that means without brain you have big head. बेमग का सर बड़ा. Complete this, okay? Complete this. I'm giving you some time. Then we will go to the next.
So can you scroll up for just 2 seconds? Check it. Okay. It's fine.
Done, guys. Yes or no? Please tell me.
Done.
Done. Very good. Right, next. P block elements. Now, p block elements, first of all, right, it is composed of okay, for p block element, the general electronic configuration will be, see, there will be ns2 electrons always, there will be ns2, and the np will be filling from 1 to 6. Okay, so you'll have np from 1 to 6. Okay, this will be the outermost electronic configuration. Right, next, it is composed of 6 groups because we are filling how many electrons? 6 elements, 6 electrons. P may ns2 will be always there. It is composed of 6 groups. From group number 13, or it is also sometimes written as 3A. Okay, this right now it is 13. Like most of the books and IUPAC also consider it to be 13, but somewhere you can see like this 3A or 3A also like this. To group, but we will refer it to group 13 to group 18 also. ठीक है, बस आप लोग के ध्यान के लिए हम यहाँ पे बता दे रहे हैं. This is also sometimes written as group 18 as 1, 2, 3 A or 8A. ठीक है. Right, next remarks. It contains metals, non-metals, and metalloids. Metals, non-metal, and metalloids. Okay, so यहाँ पे एक चीज, if you will remember now that what are the metalloids, then it is going to help you a lot. Okay, because above the metalloids we will have non-metal, below the metalloids we will have the metal. Okay, please write next point. Elements above metalloids are non-metal, and elements below metalloids in a group are metals.
So like in the previous one, group 1 had alkaline metals and group 2 alkali earths. So
Alkaline
are
earth
these-
metals.
So are these also some specific or just metals?
I did not understand that. What do you mean?
सर मतलब
All
इसमें
of-
कुछ स्पेशल नाम है इसका, जैसे alkaline
अभी
और
नहीं ग्रुप अभी तो ग्रुप नहीं स्टार्ट किया ना, पी ब्लॉक ही स्टार्ट किया अभी तो. इसमें सबके नाम है कुछ अलग अलग. तो जब हम 6 है ना, 6 को लिखना यहाँ पे मतलब ये नहीं था. जैसे जब हम लोग पहला ग्रुप पढ़ेंगे तो उसका नाम लिखेंगे, उसके बाद उसका नाम, उसके बाद उसका. ठीक है? Okay, so right. See, the metalloids are boron, silicon, germanium, acetine, and then you have antimony. Then you have tellurium, polonium, and you have astatine. All of these are metalloids. Above this, we will have the non-metals. Okay, but just to give, because see, boron, NCERT sometimes consider it to be metalloid and sometimes it consider it to be boron. आप लोग मत लिखिए, ठीक है? Because generally this boron is considered to be non-metal by NCERT. but it is metalloid in every other book. But just give it a like bracket kind of thing. To start with silicon, germanium, acerine, all of these will be what? All of these will be metalloids. Above silicon, you will have metal. Below silicon and germanium, we will have non-metals. Okay, we'll look at it later. Right, next. Group 13 element. Okay, so this group 13 element, it is also known as the boron family. And here we have Bagan, Aloo, Gajar, Inthala. So this is what? Boron. Aluminium, gallium, indium, thallium. So again, this is also starting from the second period. Okay, so you'll have 5, then you will not add 2, you will add how much? 8, right? So you write the all of these things, and I'm writing here. This is Bagan. Bagan means the eggplant. Aloo, Gajar. Gajar means carrot. Aloo means potato. In थैला. थैला का इंग्लिश क्या होगा? फहद बताइए, थैला का इंग्लिश क्या होगा?
पॉलीथीन, बैग,
पॉलीथीन? नहीं
नहीं।
नहीं, पॉलीथीन नहीं होगा ना, कुछ और होगा. सोचिए, ऐसे ही हमने प्लास्टिक. थैला भी नहीं है क्या आपके पास? हाँ फहद.
बैग होता है।
Okay. थैला किसके पास होता है? थैला होता है घर में, तो होता है कम से कम. Fatima, I will send you. But I feel like I don't know actually where that copy notebook is, where I have all the mnemonics. I will send all of these mnemonics to you. I think it is something like Baller Ali. I don't know. I'm just guessing it right now. Okay, you all will tell me here what is the general electronic configuration, and then tell me the valence electron, and after that you will tell me the valency. Okay, you have to write the electronic configuration for all of them. Send this, all of these things, 3 things to me on WhatsApp.
Sir, isn't there one more element?
There is, but that is not needed. वो 100 से ऊपर हो जाता है ना, 100 से ऊपर मतलब नहीं आपको ये करना है. That is why I was saying 80% of the periodic table you will be knowing. Like one more name is there for boron family, but no one uses it so much. It is known as tri-else, but don't write it. Please send me all of these things: general electronic configuration, the valence electrons, and the valency. So for boron, I hope you will have here helium 2s2 2p1. नहीं, अच्छा ठीक है, ऐसे नहीं, देखिए फहद सही नहीं है ना, हीलियम 2s2 2p1 होगा,
ये
राइट?
सब मैंने बस शॉर्ट में लिख दिया।
इतना शॉर्ट के बाद शॉर्ट क्या होता है?
नहीं, चैट में टाइप करने का मन नहीं है।
आप फोटो भेजिए ना, यहाँ भी नहीं लिख रहे क्या? नोटबुक में भी आप नहीं लिख रहे हैं?
नहीं लिख रहा हूँ, भेज देता हूँ।
हाँ लिख रहे हैं तो भेज दीजिए। 13 you will have neon 3s2 3p1. For gallium you will have 31, which is going to be argon. (4s2) 3d10 and 4p1. Okay, so you can see that ns2 np1 is common. ns2 np1, ns2 np1. And further on, if you go to next indium, it will be, I think, what, 49, no? 49 krypton 5s2 4d10 5p1. Here also you can see ns2 np1. Ignore this middle one because it is not the outermost, right? Whenever we write the general electronic configuration, we are concerned about the outermost electronic configuration. Then after that, you will write 81, which will be xenon 6s2 4f14 5d10 6p1. The electronic configuration is ns2 np1. The valence electron is C, 2 plus 1 3. So valency here also it will be equal to 3. Fatima has sent. Oh, Fatima deleted the message. What happened, Fatima?
Sir, how is it 3?
What is 3? Valency or valence electron? Valence electron?
Yes.
You think it is 1?
Yes.
Okay, fine. What is valence electron? How have we defined it? How do you see valence electron? How do you identify the valence electron? Tell me.
Sir, the last the last electron in the
No. Valence electron is related to valence shell, right?
yeah.
All the electrons in the valence shell, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what is the valence shell in boron? Which shell is the valence shell? Tell me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Which shell is the valence shell?
1.
1. Keep your mic on, Fatima. You will not turn the mic on. Mic off until I say. Yes, Fatima, tell me. What is the valence shell in boron? What is the valence shell in boron?
Your voice is breaking.
Sorry?
Your voice is breaking.
My voice is breaking. Now tell me.
Okay.
2, right?
Yeah.
Okay. How many electrons are there in the second shell? Tell me.
1.
Look again and tell me.
2.
Sorry. Look again and tell me the total number of electrons in second shell.
Sir, 1.
Okay. So 1 you are saying. So you are saying this electron is in second shell, right?
Yeah.
And what about this electron? Where is it? Which shell?
Version.
Sorry? First shell.
Yeah.
What is the meaning of this 2 then?
Oh.
What is the meaning of that 2?
Sorry, the second shell.
In the second shell, right? So how many electrons are there in the second shell?
3.
3 electrons. So what will be the valence electron?
3.
Valency will be?
Right.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, next. Group 14 elements. What are the group 14 elements? This is known as carbon family. Now in carbon family, you will have Kaisi Geet Sunao Prabhu. So carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, and this is lead. So write it like this. Kaisi Geet Sunao Prabhu. So carbon's atomic number is how much? 6. You will add and write all the electronic all the atomic numbers and then the electronic configuration here. And then you will send it to me, the general electronic configuration, the valence electron, and the valency. Can you see for the valency for the number of valence electron for group 13 is how much? 3, right? So there is some kind of pattern here you will see. And predict, first of all, what will be the valence electron for group 14. Okay, predict it. Guess मारिए एक बार, उसके बाद फिर like do the work and then prove whether it is right or wrong. Do chemistry this way only. You predict what is going to happen. Then you do the work, like procedure जो होता है. Actually, you know what? This method now of guessing what is going to happen and guessing anything, that is also there in mathematics. And it's not from here. It's like, I think from the times of Aristotle or something. That they make a calculated guess first, and then they put in all the energy to prove it. There is some word for this. And Aristotle, I think he had some quote about it. Wait a second.
Sir, in carbon we will add +8, no?
You will add 8, correct? Because it is in the second period. So from 2 to 3, we are going to do 8.
Sir, so after 8, we should again add 8.
After 8, you should again add how much? यहाँ पे you will have to change it a bit. Wait a second. You'll add 8 here. So you will get how much?
14.
14. But as you are in the P block elements, you know that the 10 D block elements have also been filled. So you have to here add 18. In the P block, you have to add how much? You have to add here 18. You will get here what? 32. Because see, this is the second period. This is the third period, right? And here you have already filled what? In the when you go to the fourth period, what you are going to fill? You are going to fill the D block elements. And those are 10 elements. So that is why we are adding 18 here.
Sir, so after 18 we'll add 32.
No. After 18, once again 18.
Sir, I didn't get it.
So you did not get it. See. Okay, see here. When you are in the S block, 1, 2, 3, then 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, and you will add from 3, you will add how much? 8, right? And then again, you will have to add how much? Only 8 in order when you are going from first, second, third, and fourth. So you have to just add 8. But when you go to the P block elements, if you see from here to here, then you have all of these elements plus these 10 elements. That is why when you go from third to fourth in the P block elements, you have to add 18, which will consider all of these D block elements also, the 10 D block elements. So when you go from 3 to 4 in P block, you have to add 18. You got it why we are adding 18 now?
Yes.
Oh, this will be 32 and then, okay, fine. Then again 18. Oh, you have added 8, I see. Okay, fine. I should have told. I actually forgot to tell you. Here also I have added 18 only, no? See, this will be now 32, 50, and then you will have how much?
82.
82. General electronic configuration is correct. Valency is also correct. Fatima, those things are correct. I think you need to make changes in here in your electronic configuration. This is helium 2s2, 2p2. Then similarly, you will get for neon. 2s2 will be already there. Then you will have 3s2 and 3p3. Okay, and so on.
Sir, how was it 3P3?
And then my bad, 3P2. Thank you for pointing that out. 3P2. Okay, so for 15, 16, and 17, I'm going to write the elements. You will do all of these work, okay? So see group 15. You'll remember this as Nana, Patekar, Ashwarya, Sab Bimar. Okay. Oops. Indian have it easy. Okay. So you have to write what? As homework, you have to write the atomic numbers, the electronic configuration, the GEC. So group 16, it will be usse tipo. Kiran, do you know the meaning of typo? I think Devangi and Fahad will know. Yes, Hiram, tell me. Do you know the meaning of usse tipo?
No.
Typo means copy. Chapo, typo. Okay. Okay. Well, I guess Fahad and Devangi would know the meaning of typo, right? I think it is more of Dalit
Yes,
type of
sir.
language.
Yes, sir, obviously.
Correct. Usse typo. Okay. I don't know what I should write here. It is just like this only. Group 16 is usse typo. Okay. And this will be called nitrogen family. Group 16 has some name. It is known as chalcogen. Right, group 17. This is kind of, I don't like this, but still I have to. Firkal Bahar Ai Auntie. You can remember this as फिर same thing, like ऐसे ही याद कीजिए. फिर कल बाहर I is I, anti लिख दीजिए. This is fluorine family, which is also known as halogens. Then we have the group 18. It is known as noble gases. अच्छा, ये noble होगा या innoble होगा? कौन सा होगा बताइए तो? Which noble? BEL or BLE?
BLE.
And what is BEL noble? Is it something? The Nobel awards that we have, that is NOBLE awards, or is it NOBEL awards? Tell me.
BEL.
Why it is BEL? What's the meaning for BEL? हाँ देवांगी.
So that I don't know.
फहद बताइए. फहद, tell me.
Sir, it was someone's name, the one who started. Like he donated the money and फिर पूरा कहानी शुरू हुई.
Correct. You know why he got so much money? From where did he get so much money?
Sir, I have heard, but याद नहीं क्या.
Anyone here? Iram, Fatima, do you know like the origin of Nobel Prize? Is Fatima?
No, sir.
No. Iram, what about you?
No.
No. Okay. So the group 18, this is my creation. Hey Niaz. Array karo. Xerox Rangin. I think Fahad and Iram would know. Niaz is one of my friends. उसको हमने अमर कर दिया. Like you will know it. Then you may be helping some of your juniors or your cousins or your younger brothers, and you may be telling that you can learn the group 18 by saying, "Hey, Niaz are karo Xerox Rangin." Then again, there will be someone else who will be teaching this. So I have just hoped that this becomes eternal in some sense, not eternal in absolute sense, but in relative sense. Hey, Niaz are karo Xerox Rangin. I've asked this question to Iram and Fahad. Devangi, tell me what is Xerox? Devangi, what is Xerox?
So that when we take the printout or photocopy, it's a company of.
Oh, she knows. Okay, fine. Yeah, I think you're the first one, Devangi, who knows about Xerox is a company, right?
Yes, sir.
Xerox is a company. It's not that sheet of paper. That sheet of paper is photocopy. Fatima, you know Xerox. Have you heard of this word Xerox first before? You have not heard about this.
So you told the class.
You were present in that class when I asked them about the Xerox?
Yes, sir. I forgot.
Oh, yeah. Okay, you forgot also. Okay. No need to remember. It's just trivia, nothing else. Doesn't help. I think it doesn't help you. But it will help these people, like people who live in the subcontinent, India and Pakistan, who belong to this area, they can flaunt them, right? Fahad, if you go to some quiz, then you can, but these type of trivial questions can be asked in quizzes and all. Fatima, do you have any hobby? Like, is there anything that you like to do?
So I play basketball.
You play have you told me about this before?
No, sir.
No, okay, fine. Do you watch basketball or you just play basketball?
Sir, I watch rarely, but I do play.
You watch it rarely?
Yes.
Okay. Like NBA or what stuff?
Sir, NBA.
NBA only. Who is your favorite player?
Sir, LeBron James.
LeBron James? Oh, nice. Me too. Not Stephen Curry, right?
No, sir.
Do you hate Stephen Curry? Like you don't like him?
I don't hate him, but I don't know.
I don't. Okay. So homework is that you will write atomic number, and then you have to write electronic configuration, and then you have to write the GEC, general electronic configuration for each group, valence electron, and valency. Okay, that's it. Okay. Is everyone done, guys? Fatima, do you think LeBron James is like the greatest of all time, or do you think Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant is better than him?
Sir, Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant is better, right?
Yes.
Have you read his? I think he has a book, no? He has written a book.
I haven't read it, but I did.
You haven't? Okay. Kobe Bryant was very like if some of you is interested in basketball, then I think you should learn about Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is so much intelligent that he used to learn, and he used to also learn about the rules where the referees are there, like in a certain time, like if the ball is here, where should the referee be, and according to the positions of those referees, we call them, right? I think we call them referees. Yeah. According to the position of those referees, he would make some deliberate faults that the referee cannot see, and if the referee is not seeing it, he will not give it a fault, right? So he will make some fault in that way that the referee is not seeing. So he was so much inclined to the game that he knew each and every loopholes in a dynamic way, because everything is changing in each game. But in those, he found some constants and then he played with that constant. So in that sense, he was like very super intelligent in the game of basketball. That's why he's also known as what? What is his nickname? Mamba, right? I think. Fatima?
I think I'll remember.
Yeah. Okay. What about you, Devangi? Are you interested in something, some game, something else? Anyone here interested in chess? Who likes to play chess? And Fahad, you?
No.
Not you.